Does your spray look like this? And do you want your spray to look like this?
Control looking for a duel here with the flashbang, and well, oh, great. Oh!
Then this is the video for you. Today, I'm going to be going over the best ways to train your spray control, and I'm even going to show you a way that you can track your spray control so that you can see your progress over time. But before we get into the video, I do have to say thank you to today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an automated trading site that allows you to take some of your old skins and trade them in for some new ones. There are a ton of skins on the site, but if you're looking for something specific, you can use the filter to find the skin that you're looking for. And when you're making your first trade on the site, make sure to use my code GREAT for a bonus of up to $5 for free. If you see a skin on the site that you want and you don't have one of equal value, you can deposit money with a 30% bonus plus an extra 5% if you use my code GREAT at checkout. And even if you have nothing to trade, they still do free giveaways every single day, so there's literally nothing to lose by joining SkinsMonkey. So just make sure to use the link in my description and have fun trading. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need to do is make sure that you have the Recoil Master map. If you don't already have this installed, just go down here to Visit Workshop. Just click on that and then search for Recoil, and it should be the first map right here. Just subscribe to that and then we're good to go. Now we're going to be using this map as our main form of spray training, and we're also going to use it to track our sprays over time, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first I'm going to show you the setup that we're going to use when we're playing on this map. So first we're going to go over here to this menu. We're going to click on Dummy Target. We're going to move it back twice, clicking this button right here. And then right over here, we're going to lock ourselves in place. Over here on the left is where we're going to have our guns, and we're just going to stick to the AK M4A1S and M4A4. If you want to train things like the Galil or the FAMAS, maybe the MP9, then you can do that as well. But I usually end up just training those things naturally in like aimbots or DM, and I just spend most of my time on the main guns that I'm going to use, which are the rifles. Oh yeah, and also make sure this says 0, just click the reset button right here, and we're good to go. So what I want you to be doing daily is at least 25 sprays on both the AK, the M4A4, and the M4A1S. And of course, the more time you have, the more sprays you can do. I really don't think you can do too many sprays. The more you do, the better, and it's just going to become muscle memory, which is what we want. And yeah, when you're ready to go, you can just start your sprays. That one was pretty good. You'll see in the chat right here that it shows the percentage of your shots hit. So this one was 93%, but there were 2 bullets off on the left and the right here, and it just shows me where I have room for improvement. So I would do that 25 times, and then when we're done with the AK, I would just go over here, click on the M4, and then do my spray for that as well. And then after that, it would be the M4A1S, and you get the idea. We would just go through our sprays for that as well. And now I'm going to show you how you can track your progress. So like I said, we're going to do 25 sprays, but we're actually only going to track the last 10. So once you do your first 15 sprays with the AK, it'll just say like spray 15 right here. We're going to track the next 10. And what we're going to do is take the average of the 10 sprays and then input them into this very simple Google Doc. I'm not good at Google Docs in any way, so I know this is super simple, and I'm sure you can make it a lot better yourself, but it does the job. Even though you could probably just make it yourself, if you just click on it, you'll be able to copy this one and just use the exact one that I'm using. But yeah, let's go back into the map, and we're actually going to have to get the average of the 10 sprays ourselves. So like I said, we're going to do 10 more sprays after we do our first 15. And what I do is I take out my phone and I open up the calculator. So for this spray, we got 90%. I'll put 90 in the calculator. And then the next spray, maybe we got like 87% and then like 90% again. And we're just going to add all those numbers up until we add up the percentage of 10 sprays, then just divide it by 10, and that will give you the average. Then let's say the average was 88%. I would just go right here. I would input the date. So today is June 1st, 2026. The average was 88%. Then I would do the same for the M4A1 and the M4A4. Then over time, you're going to be able to see how your average goes up. So here's an older chart I did a while ago where I only have the AK and the M4A4, but you can see how my average went up over time. And then practicing every day, you see how it went up steadily into the 90s very consistently. And then towards the end of it, I was even getting numbers like 95%. Same thing for the M4. I always found the M4A4 spray to be easier, so I already started at a pretty high percentage. But towards the end, I was way more consistent, almost getting 100% accuracies. So I promise you, if you do this every day, you will see improvement. And to be honest, this is really all you have to do to improve your spray control. But if you want to take it one step further, there's another thing I would do, and that involves deathmatch. A lot of the time, people will go into deathmatch and they'll just play to play. They'll camp spawns, go for one taps, go for bursts randomly, maybe spray every once in a while. And that's okay if you just want to get a feel for the game and just warm up. But if you really want to improve, you have to focus on certain mechanics and train them specifically. So when I go into DM, what I'll do is I'll do a normal session of DM where I just go for normal kills, spray sometimes, go for one taps, go for bursts, just to warm up and get a feel for the game. But I'll also do smaller DM sessions where I go for sprays 100% of the time. It doesn't matter to me how far away people are, how ridiculous the spray seems. I'll just make sure to always be spraying. This way we're going to be training our spray control in more realistic scenarios than just shooting at a stationary target. And one of the biggest mechanical mistakes I see my students make is being afraid to spray. If you're afraid to spray, that means you're just not confident in your spray control, so you need to be training it more and get more comfortable going for sprays. So the more you deathmatch like this, the less likely you're going to be afraid to spray in a real game, and you're going to find yourself winning many more duels. And because you're going for more sprays in games, you're going to be improving your spray even faster. And if you want to get your mechanics reviewed personally by me, make sure to check out the school link in the description below. Here you're going to be able to have direct access to messaging me. You can submit videos of your mechanics. I'll be able to review them and tell you exactly what you need to fix. And if you want, I'll even build you a custom aim training routine tailored specifically to you. There's also live sessions 3 times a week. We do Q&As where you can ask any CS questions you have, as well as student submitted demo reviews 2 times a week. So yeah, if you're interested in that, there's going to be a link in the description below. But that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya.